Yeah. All right, let's see. Let's get into this. JayZ 94.5. How you doing? My name's Boy. You know who I am. Okay, that's fine. You know, nice to meet you. But you know what? I know a lot of you act like this. When a new kid comes in class, you start whispering like, "Oh my gosh, he's so cute." Right. Because a new kid is in class today. That's right. I'd like to introduce you to people, you know, movers and shakers in the industry, people who are really making some noise and doing their grind thing. There's a lot of you who are aspiring artists who don't understand the concept that, look, this happens every day. It becomes a lifestyle. All the things that you do, and if you want to take it to the next level, you gotta grind a little bit. You gotta show a little bit. You gotta live the life. And it just so happens in the building right now, person who's living their life, Wrightway Jay. What's up?
Hey, what's going on, people? What's going on, Suburb, man? What's going on, Gulfport, Mississippi, man? Glad to be here, man. Appreciate y'all, man.
He's smooth. Ladies, he's that dark chocolate y'all always talk about. He's in the building right now, so, you know, we're going to hook it up. Thank you for coming out, man.
Man, I appreciate y'all, man.
Have you ever been to Mississippi Gulf Coast before?
No, this is my first time going out.
Wow. Oh, my gosh. Okay, wait. First of all, where are you originally from?
Well, I originally come from a small town called Dalton, South Carolina.
Wow, South Carolina, okay.
Yeah. So I'm in between there and Charleston. Like, I've been just in between them two cities, like, all my life.
Wow. Now, basically, y'all just north Mississippi. You know, we probably cousins somewhere down the line.
Might be, man.
You know, you got some Geechee in you?
Oh, yeah, that goes to Geechee.
Okay, I knew it. I can feel the energy there. Some Geechee and some Gullah energy right there.
Come on, man.
Good. Wrightway Jay, it's JayZ 94.5. First of all, what was the grind like for you a year ago? Here we are now, face to face, able to talk and chop it up a little bit. But a year ago, what was the grind like for you being an artist?
Well, I mean, back then I was really just getting like my business set up, getting my base established, making sure that my team, just trying to establish my team and just getting all the odds and ends together, making sure paperwork is right. You know, so that's been like the hardest part. You know, just make sure like everything is right. So, you know, when the record takes off, I ain't got to miss out on the money or worse, pay out some money because paperwork ain't right.
Right. A lot of people as aspiring artists, they don't understand the impact when it comes to having the paperwork right. Why, or what is it that made you say, you know what, let me do this first? Because you know, so many people say, look, I'm gonna sign this paperwork, and then I'm gonna start doing some tour and get some money coming in, and then I'm gonna decide. What put that as a priority in you as an artist?
Well, what it was that I started surrounding myself with people who were way smarter than me and way more knowledgeable in this business than I am, who gave me the pointers like, hey man, make sure your paperwork is right so you don't like mess nothing up in the long run.
That's smart.
You know, so I just took that to heart.
That's smart. Who are some of the people who inspired you to be an artist?
I would say the likes of like Rick Ross, Nipsey Hussle, Young Dog, rest in peace. I would say J. Cole, Kendrick, along those lines right there.
Okay. All right. Wow. When you put together your music and you're crafting whatever, to me it's a canvas when it comes to you're thinking the beats, you're picking verses. What is the creative process like for you?
Well, the creative process for me, I would say I listen to the record and like what it is, I'll take like a life event because like how Boosie talk about life stories, like that's what I do. Right. So I'll take an event that happened from like be last week, last month, last year, and be like, okay, how can I put this on the beat? You know, just work it like that.
Okay. What type of impact, if any, do current events play in you as an artist? I've talked to plenty of artists, and you know, as things happen in life and society, you know, they weigh on artists in different ways. Whether it's the pandemic, over the past weekend we've had mass shootings, you know, and even some things aren't as serious, like, you know, some artists will talk about who's going to win the championship in NBA basketball. How do current events play in your artistry?
It play a major factor because like that's really where I like to pull from because I mean with the current events it's like that's something that everybody can connect to. Right. So like I definitely like try to pull from that as much as possible, but I definitely pull from myself as well because there's a lot of things about myself that I feel like other people can't relate to. Right. So I definitely try to like put that in music.
Wrightway Jay, right here live is JayZ 94.5. I think a lot of people don't really grasp the concept of being an artist. And talking to a lot of different artists, and it's one thing that's a great breath of fresh air with you having that vision. A lot of people say, okay, look, I'm gonna get on the beat, and money gonna come in. We're gonna do some shows, and that's it, you know. But you know, as I've been talking to different artists and getting some implications from you, there's a vision of where you want to take your audience and a vision of where you want to go. What is your vision as an artist? What is it that you want the world to know about Wrightway Jay?
I want the world to know that being self-sufficient is something that's highly important. Because when you become self-sufficient, what it is that you can gather other people around you, because people look for those self-sufficient people because they can see a way that they can benefit from it in some way, shape, or form. I can learn from this person, I can be like this person, things of that nature, and I can be a better person overall.
Right.
So like my music overall is just be the best you that you can be.
I like that. I like that. Wrightway Jay, man, incredible artist, very articulate. I love it when artists are articulate and able to really grasp and break down things as far as who they are and what they want and their direction as well. Your lead-off single, what made you decide to go with that?
Well, my lead-off single, All Pro, like what it was, like I was like recording that down there in the line, and I was liking this right here, man, you might need to do something with it or whatever like that. So that's when I was like, all right, let me go ahead. I started putting it out there, started getting a response, and then that's when I started surrounding myself with smarter people. Like, hey, bro, get your paperwork together.
Right. This one gonna go, so you need to go ahead and get everything situated.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying? So as soon as that happened, I got the paperwork right, and I've just been pumping it ever since, man.
That's good. That's good. Now you said you were down in Atlanta. Here you are, South Carolina guy in Atlanta, and Atlanta seems like it's such a close-knit area as far as artists who either work together or know each other. You know, what was that environment like for you as a person coming in to do things in Atlanta?
Well, what it was like, it was really good to be around like-minded people who really was like into music. So just getting with them, and like it made me better as a person, because there were things that I didn't know about myself until I started surrounding myself with them. They're like, hey bro, try this or try that, or like, you know what I mean? So I started listening a little bit better to what other people were saying. Not everybody, but just like what I felt was like necessary.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So just being around like those type of people, like it really did help me out in a major way, for sure.
Sound like you're really grounded too. Is your family behind you, or do they have how do they feel about you being known in all these other circles and having the success you got?
Oh man, they're nothing but proud of me, man. That's all I can get praise every time, everywhere I go. Like, Jay, man, we're proud of you, man. Just keep going, man. Keep going, man. It's been a long time coming. We're just so happy for the progress that you're doing for yourself and for the family.
That's good.
You know, so they love it.
That's good. That's good. Wrightway Jay. A couple more questions here on JayZ 94.5. With the environment that we're dealing in, hip hop and in the world, just recently, Young Thug and Gunna got caught up with the RICO charges and all. So people are watching how that plays out. It seems like, you know, the legal system is targeting rappers in one way or the other. And how do you navigate that? I mean, I'm not saying I don't know what your legal situation is. I don't want to make any assumptions. But as a person who's an artist and watching how the layout is happening and the relationship between hip hop, artists, the legal system, you know, because there's so many, you just name so many people who've had legal issues, or so many artists who are talented but passed away. As a person that's getting into that arena, you know, what's your mindset as far as navigating that, you know?
Well, I would say with me, because the beautiful thing about my music is that it's like 100% clean. So I don't even have to worry about any type of like negativity. I keep that away from me at all costs.
Right.
And then I look at the way other artists is moving. I'm like, well, I don't want to be in that type of situation. So let me not do whatever they didn't get in that situation, so I can avoid that.
Right.
So I really learn from the mistakes of others when it comes to things like that.
All right, you got it, man. All right, I heard a great man say one time, when great men fall, you don't laugh, you learn. Learn from what it is that they did that caused the fall. Wrightway Jay, appreciate you taking time out, man.
Man, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate Go Forth, man. This has been beautiful. JayZ 94.5. Definitely appreciate y'all.
No problem. And if you would, introduce your All Pro, we might as well run it.
All right, well, hey, Go Forth, Mississippi. This is big homie Wrightway Jay, a.k.a. Black American Jay. Here to introduce my single, All Pro. Y'all go ahead and check that out. Appreciate y'all.
You got it right here live. It's JayZ 94.5.